Hello again, tubers. Thank you for stopping by. Today I just want to tell you about my latest restoration. It's a Revox PR99 Mark 1. And this deck came to me and it was in terrible shape, but I brought it back to life. Anyway, here's the deck. And if you will notice that I've put green LED in the VU meter. Kind of look nice. I like it. I like the look of it, but some people prefer the original retro look. But I just wanted to do something different. So, and also what I did different too was to give it a new look. If you look, this is all silver, right? This is all silver. Also, the back is silver. Also, I'll just show it to you. Right, it's all silver right around. Look, it came out real nice, actually. I don't think the video will do it justice. You'll have to see it in person to see, right? I've done other ones before, and I did those in like a cherry wood finish, and those looks real nice. But just wanted to do something different and go silver, because if you notice, the deck itself, face of the deck is all silver, so I just wanted to match, and then contrast with the handle. It's all black and silver. So I thought that that looks really nice, I think, my opinion. Anyway, so I just finished calibrating the deck using MRL tape. I use what is it, 21T204 tape, and this is for 7.5 IPS. I also have an MRL tape for 15 IPS. So if I could calibrate this deck to run at 15, but I use I think 7.5 inch is the sweet spot, because if you go 15, it does sound really better at 15, no doubt. You'd have to listen to it yourself and judge, but I've tried it many times, and 15 inch just sounds, wicked. But you have to give up something. So either you want to have a long plane tape that goes a 1 hour and a half, or at 15 IPS, it's going to just go 45 minutes, right? And the difference is not in sound, is not like day and night, but it does sound better at 15 IPS, but you can live with it. You won't even notice it unless you really try do an A/B test on it. So I opted to go with the 7.5, because this is a sweet spot. And of course, these tapes are very expensive these days. They're expensive. And if you were to get the older tapes, like let's say Ampex 456, actually that's just the real that says that, but the tape itself is not Ampex 456. So I'm going to be removing this tag. The tape in it is actually recording the master PR90. I've had problems with the Ampex 456 tape several times. It will shred. And mess up your tape path. And I've seen it where the tape just shred and just mess up all in front of the tape. And I just have to pull it off and pull this apart and take the tape and throw it away, right? So I tend to stay away from the Ampex tape. I hear that, well, what one solution is to either bake the tape. I've tried baking the tape before, and the temperature was a bit too high, and the hub, it's plastic in here. It melted, so I won't be baking any more tape. So anyway, the next option is to use new finish. So you use new finish. You just run it, just fast wind the tape, and just use new finish on the tape right here. So I just get a piece of cloth and just, you know, wrap it around the tape and have this going fast, and just have the new finish kind of give it a coat. Seems to work because I did it on a few tapes, and I didn't see any shredding after a while. But I will not be buying any more 556 Ampex tape. I'll be just buying brand new tape now, because these tapes, brand new, like the ATR, what's it? ATR tape. The long plane one, I think 3600 feet tape. It's about 50-60 bucks per tape, and those comes on plastic reels. So I have, if you have metal reel, you can transfer them over to metal reel like I've done here. Anyway, so much for tape. So let me just give you a little demo on this deck. So I have my little, so we're going up there. Okay. And I don't know if you notice this, you'll notice that the peak indicator flashes a little bit. And that's because the tape that's actually playing wasn't recorded on this deck. So apparently this tape was recorded a little bit hotter for this deck. So that's why the peak indicator comes on right here, but nothing to worry about. I hope YouTube won't catch me with some copyright thing. So, all right. So deck is working properly. It records and it playback as it should. So I'll just stop it right now, and I'm going to rewind it a little bit, and then I'm just going to drop it into play. And you'll notice that the tape actually stops before the pinch roller engaged to start play, which it's supposed to do. And if I go fast forward, same thing. I'm just going to drop it into play. There we go. Next thing to test is the pause, right? There's also a pause module that I could that you could put into this deck, which I've done on some other decks I've restored. And that pause module allow you to press pause, and let go. Right. So if you are recording some music and you reach to the end of the music over there and you want to pause it, you just pause it. It stays paused, and then you come back and press pause again, and it takes off from where it left off. But I didn't do it on this one because I didn't have one of those modules at hand. But it's an option. If somebody wants this deck and says, "Oh, can you put the pause module in?" Sure, I can do that. Yeah. I won't try to. I won't test the recording function here because I don't want to erase my tape. But basically, you just put it in ready, and then your music is playing, and then you just press play and record, and these two red light here lights up, and off you go. And of course, you can, as I turn as I go fast forward, you can hear a little rubbing. It's a tape rubbing against this the reel here. That the reel is a little slightly warped, a little bit bent. The reel itself. So as it spins, it touches the tape. That's no problem. And I must point out that this deck is a two-track deck. Two-track. So the tape only records one way and play one way, right? So if I wanted to play this tape again after it finished, I have to rewind it all the way back and then play again. Whereas on the 4-track tapes, once it's finished over here, all you do is just turn it around, bring it over here and turn it around and run it, and you're good. But the 2-track tapes does sound better than the 4-track. There again, um, you can test it out for yourself if you're a tape in person, and you'll see. Another thing I could add also would be a LED counter right here. But there again, I didn't have that. So if someone wants this deck and he says, "I need the counter, the digital counter, can you put it in for me?" Yes, I can. So the pinch roller, the tape path, everything is all good. The head. Now, interesting thing, you buy these decks. These decks are over 40 years old, right? Parts, they're not making parts for these anymore. Only some little niche company will make like the head or the pinch roller, so, right? And these things cost a king's ransom, you know what I mean? So once I get these decks, I carefully inspect the pinch roller, and sometimes I can get pinch roller um, I can get pinch roller to purchase. And as in this case, the pinch roller here is very good, very good. It's not dried out or anything. Everything is fine. But like the heads, you got to be careful with it and inspect it very carefully. Sometimes the head will wear out where you can't even calibrate the deck. Right? In this case, the deck was calibrated perfectly, so the heads are pretty good. But you can't walk into a store and go, sell me. I'd like to purchase a Revox head. No, you can't find it. You can't find it. You either can source them from these niche companies that make heads, and it costs a lot of money, or you can purchase it from someone who is parting out these decks. And in many cases, that what we all have to resort to, So like a free feeding frenzy on eBay sometimes to get these parts, because you just can't buy them new. So we just have to make do with what we got. Right. Anyway, that's my rant about heads. Anyway, YouTubers, thank you for stopping by and see my latest restoration of this PR99 Mark I Revox reel-to-reel tape recorder. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to dust it off and make sure everything is working properly and take it from there. So anyway, thank you for stopping by and see you next time. Bye.